Good morning. Guess what day it is? It's July 24th. There are several things going on today. It's Pioneer Day, it's National Tell an Old Joke Day, and it's National Cousins Day. So I found an article that was Family Relationships Explained. This was a cousin chart, and a lady named Gail wrote this article. So I want to read to you. A cousin, of course, is people who share a common ancestor that is at least 2 generations away, such as a grandparent or a great-grandparent. You and your siblings are not cousins because your parents are only 1 generation away. Now, what is a second cousin? Now, this explanation is a little bit tricky, so listen up. The number associated with your cousin has to do with how many generations away your common ancestor is. For example, first cousins share a grandparent. Second cousins share a great-grandparent. Third cousins share a great-great-grandparent. Fourth cousins share a third great-grandparent. So count how many greats are in your common ancestor's title. Add 1 to find out what number cousin your relative is. Note that grandparents have no greats in their title, so cousins who share grandparents are first cousins, so 0 plus 1 is 1. However, keep in mind that this trick only works if you are both the same number of generations removed from the ancestor. Sometimes you and your cousin may share a common ancestor, but you each call this ancestor something different. For example, the common ancestor may be your great-grandparent, but your cousin's great-great-grandparent. This is where the phrase once removed comes up. To be once removed from a cousin means you are separated by 1 generation. The number before removed will always represent the number of generations you are separated. Your parents' first, second, and third cousins are also your first, second, and third cousins, but once removed. This is because your parents and their generation are 1 above yours. Likewise, your grandparents' first, second, and third cousins are also your first, second, and third cousins, twice removed, and so on and so forth. So I thought I'd tell you who in the Bible are cousins. Thought this might be interesting. So Isaac and Rebekah are cousins once removed. In Genesis 25:20, Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah as his wife, the daughter of Bethuel, which was Isaac's cousin, the Syrian of Padanaram, the sister of Laban the Syrian. In Genesis 29, Jacob works for his uncle Laban for 7 years for each of his 2 wives, who are sisters, Rachel and Leah, so Jacob and his wives are cousins. Esther 2:7, we find another set of cousins. It says, and Mordecai had brought up Hadassah, that is Esther, his uncle's daughter, for she had neither father nor mother. The young woman was lovely and beautiful. When her father and mother died, Mordecai took her as his own daughter. So Mordecai and Esther were cousins. Luke 1:36 says, and behold, thy cousin Elizabeth, she hath also conceived a son in her old age, and this is the 6th month with her, who was called barren. And that is the angel talking to Mary, Jesus' mother. So Jesus' mother Mary and Elizabeth were cousins several times removed. Therefore, since the mothers were cousins, so were the sons. So Jesus and John the Baptist were cousins. So whether you've been close to your cousins or not, you may want to reach out today on Cousins Day just to say hi.